Attention Liverpool fans! Liverpool star sidelined due to injury sustained against Arsenal. The Reds are reportedly preparing another offer exceeding £100 million next summer as they enter a three-way race. A 40% price drop is expected. Liverpool may push to sign a top-level English talent in January. Welcome, Red supporters. Let's check the latest updates from the world's greatest club. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has confirmed that Curtis Jones suffered an injury during the match against Arsenal, ruling him out of the upcoming clash against Burnley. This news comes at a time when the Reds have already shown strong performances in the Premier League, winning their first 3 games of the season, including important victories over Newcastle United and Arsenal. However, despite these wins, the team has shown some defensive vulnerabilities, conceding 4 goals in the opening 3 matches, raising concerns about the squad's defensive stability. Another point of concern is the lack of squad depth, which has forced the manager to play certain players out of their natural positions. Dominic Szoboszlai, for instance, has frequently been deployed as a right back, highlighting the limited options available. The absence of Curtis Jones further complicates the situation, as Liverpool cannot afford to lose more key players in midfield or defense. Fortunately, the team still has enough midfield options to ensure that Jones's injury does not present an immediate crisis for Slot. In a pre-match press conference, Slot provided details about the squad. "We trained for the first time today with them, most of them. The non-internationals already trained with the U21s this week. Curtis Jones, as you know, got injured in the last game, so he won't be available against Burnley. The others returned without problems, which isn't always the case, especially at the start of the season, when everyone comes from different backgrounds, goes to international duty, and suddenly has to play 2 matches in 4 or 5 days, which is always a risk. In October, November, or March, they're more accustomed to this schedule." For the Burnley match, Liverpool has a balanced midfield. Florian Wirtz is expected to start, possibly alongside Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. Szoboszlai continues to perform well in his improvised right-back role, while Wataru Endo provides a versatile backup option capable of playing in both midfield and defense. Stefan Bajcetic has shown significant physical improvement, overcoming his injury history, and young talent Trey Nyoni is also part of the squad, offering promising alternatives. Although Slot does not anticipate a catastrophic scenario, he knows Liverpool must address some issues that have appeared early in the season. Defensive weaknesses are still evident, and the midfield has struggled to fully control possession or relieve pressure from opponents such as Newcastle and Arsenal. The team faces clear challenges, but with balance, versatile options, and emerging talents, the Reds remain competitive this season. Liverpool may be preparing for a major move in the transfer market, with rumors suggesting they could offer around £129 million for Frenchman Michael Olise next summer. The need for reinforcements comes at a critical time, as Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah will be entering the final years of their contracts next season. While both remain at the peak of their careers, their astronomical weekly wages make it necessary for the club to evaluate whether it's worth keeping them for a few more seasons or start planning for the future with younger talent. There are also ongoing speculations about Marc Guéhi, mainly because Ibrahima Konaté's future raises further questions regarding the team's defensive stability. In the attack, attention is focused on Salah, and Michael Olise, currently at Bayern Munich, has been linked as a possible replacement for the Egyptian star at Anfield. Recent reports from German outlet Absolute Fußball indicate it would not be a surprise to see clubs like Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, or Liverpool itself offer over £129 million for the Frenchman in the next transfer window. The report highlights that Olise could continue to increase his market value, especially with the World Cup approaching in the calendar. At just 23 years old, he already has considerable Premier League experience gained during his time at Crystal Palace. He is quick both on and off the ball, possesses excellent goal-scoring instincts, and can provide assists when needed. His natural position is on the right wing, but his versatility allows him to operate anywhere in the front 3 if required. Although he is not yet at Salah's level, Olise compensates with youth and potential. His 2024-25 season stats demonstrate that he can already perform at a high level and make an immediate impact despite being a decade younger than the Egyptian. The potential £129 million transfer fee reflects not only his current abilities, but mainly the long-term growth and impact he could bring to Liverpool. If the deal goes through, Olise would be a strategic addition to Arne Slot's first-team squad, offering speed, creativity, and versatility in attack, while the club begins preparing for the future without relying solely on veterans. With his talent, youth, and international experience, the Frenchman has everything to become a key component in Liverpool's long-term planning and a promise of future success at Anfield. As reported by Mark Bruce for the Daily Briefing, Liverpool is planning an aggressive move in the January transfer window to pursue the signing of Adam Wharton, the young English midfielder who has also attracted interest from clubs such as Chelsea and Manchester United. Liverpool's aim would be to secure the player in January for a fee potentially 40% lower than the price originally demanded during the summer transfer window, presenting a strategic opportunity to strengthen the midfield without paying the full amount requested by Crystal Palace. Since the end of last season, Arne Slot has reshaped the squad across multiple positions, implementing key adjustments that have already reflected positively on the team's performance. However, the midfield has remained largely untouched, with Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister forming a solid and essential partnership that contributed significantly to their Premier League title success. The signing of Wharton could provide Liverpool not only with a promising talent, but also an immediate quality option to complement and challenge the current starters, maintaining the squad's competitiveness and depth. Furthermore, the Reds have been closely monitoring the future, with reports of interest in other young talents like Jordi Mokio from Ajax, while still seeking a midfielder capable of immediately competing for a first-team spot. The report suggests that Wharton's market value for the winter window is expected to be around £60 million, a significant reduction compared to the £100 million demanded in the summer, which could make the deal extremely advantageous for Liverpool. Adam Wharton, 21, is eager to consolidate his career in European football and establish his place in the national team ahead of next year's World Cup. The prospect of playing in the Champions League for Liverpool could be decisive in his choice, offering a platform to shine internationally. Arne Slot is noted as a major admirer of Wharton, recognizing his potential and technical abilities, while the player himself is open to leaving Selhurst Park, though he is not putting pressure on Crystal Palace to force the move. Wharton possesses qualities that fit perfectly with the Liverpool style. Although he was called up for Euro 2024, he did not play for the Three Lions, but has consistently impressed for Crystal Palace, playing a key role in the club's historic FA Cup triumph and earning praise from Declan Rice as a high-level player. Palace manager Oliver Glasner highlighted Wharton's ability to make quick decisions and find solutions with one or two touches, while Gareth Southgate described him as a composed player with excellent vision and tactical awareness. Wharton is a promising young midfielder for Liverpool, capable of competing in the Premier League from the start of his career. While displacing starters like Gravenberch or McAllister may be challenging, Slot encourages internal competition. If negotiations progress quickly, Liverpool could sign Wharton for significantly less than the summer asking price, boosting midfield strength, squad depth, and competitiveness. The combination of youth, proven talent, and growth potential makes Wharton a signing that could directly impact Liverpool's future success. Thank you so much for watching until here. See you next time.